Have you finished the Fallout show?
Yes, I finished it. Did you?
It's good. It's good, right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Would you say it's the best game to TV show adaptation ever made?
Let's think. Arcane was really good.
Arcane
I'm not
was
sure.
really good. Yeah, I forget that's a video game. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like when the kid is hacking into the terminal, it's exactly the same as in the game.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
guess the
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah, true. I noticed that.
I was sitting there the whole time watching it, just being like, this doesn't have to be this accurate. You didn't have to
Yeah,
do it like this, but you did, and I'm glad that you did.
exactly. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
But man, did you find the first like two episodes? I was really enjoying it, but there was something a little bit off with I don't know if it was the acting or like the way the actors are being directed, but it almost felt like their conversations were a little bit weird. Did you
Yeah.
pick that up? Was that just me?
Yeah, you could be right. I think you're right. It's a little bit weird. It's a very weird looking cast. Like that Ella chick,
Yeah,
I know you think she's hot, but she's very odd looking. She's got those big buggy eyes and a tiny
yeah,
little head. There's
yeah,
her little Weebly brother, weird looking cunt. His
yeah. He was.
ginormous friend. The Brotherhood of Steel guy is so intense. Like he's
Yeah,
not necessarily a weird looking guy, but he's so intense with his acting, which makes him weird. And the ghoul is obviously Walton Goggins as a ghoul, and he's just a weird looking guy.
yeah.
Pre-ghoul. Yeah, weird
He
looking guy.
he was good. But yeah, the guy who got cast as what's his name, Maximus.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting casting. I think he did a good job, but yeah, he was. I don't know. I kept looking at him, being like, something's missing here.
Yeah. He and Lucy have no chemistry.
Yeah, don't love that. But no, shout out to fucking Lucy, man. She's my
Yeah.
type.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you
I
know
just
me. You know what I like.
I was thinking in the shower, I was thinking about the Fallout show, and I was like, do you think like Zack Snyder watches something like this and just like is like, why aren't I that good? Like,
Yeah,
why can't I make something this good?
I
He
I
looks,
honestly don't think. I think that Zack Snyder doesn't know. I think he's just from drinking his own Kool-Aid.
yeah. Has he seen Dune? Like, has he seen those movies? Like,
I don't think
that's how it
I don't
should
think
be done.
he doesn't watch any movies apart from his own.
Oh, on repeat, I imagine as well. He's just got them on repeat. If I ever meet Zack Schneider, I've got to let him know, you owe me a lot of time back, dude. You owe me at least 8 hours worth of my time back. I need that back.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of his Superman movies after Man of Steel.
Oh, really? You didn't watch the extended Justice League?
No, Man of Steel killed it, man. For me, I hated Man of Steel.
I mean, do you think if we went back and watched Sucker Punch, a favorite movie from our childhood, that we'd love it?
No.
No.
No way.
This
No.
is actually a bit of a shit movie. But shout out to all our Fallout fans. I know you're there. I know you're watching. There are
Yeah,
Fallout fans out there. It's golden age of fucking TV adaptations.
absolutely.
Welcome to
Well,
another episode of Just the Chip. I'm your host, Mike. I'm so sorry for cutting you off, Matt. Joining me, as always, Matt. Matt, how you doing?
I'm here.
What,
Just chatting with you.
what were you going to say before I cut you off? Sorry.
I said, well, I don't think Ben's coming.
Yeah, no, he's not coming. Yeah, we're so like on the same wavelength sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Which,
At a certain point, we were like, let's just get started here.
it should be a good opportunity to talk about some rugby league, which I'm excited to do. Let's look at last week. Storm take down the Roosters. Did you catch this game?
I did. Yeah, I did
know,
watch this one.
what is something that you know for sure about me, Matt?
For sure about you. I mean, let's think. I know a lot of things for sure about you, but I'm wondering how this relates to this particular game.
This
I'm
particular
trying to.
7:50 p.m. game.
Um.
It's on too late for me.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. Yes, yes.
Your boy can't make it to half time when these games start at fucking 8 o'clock, like 8:40.
You're an old man.
I'm in bed by then. I can't watch these games. And
Yeah, I watched this game when my grandma stayed up for the entirety of this game, and you didn't.
she doesn't have work the next day. I can guarantee you that.
Well, she's an old lady.
Yeah,
That's work in itself.
Yeah. Storm get it done against the Roosters. Good for them. Chocobos are going down. More on that later. the Dragons, speaking of, more on that later, the Dragons defeat the Wars. Nobody fucking saw that coming. Nobody in our tipping comp at least saw that coming. Good for the Dragons. I feel like there's a Dragon-aissance.
Dragon-aissance?
Dragon-aissance. Yeah, jot that one down.
Potential episode title.
I think I love it. I think it's hilarious that Zach Lomax is at the top of the Dally M board, mostly in a position that he doesn't want to be playing in. I love that for him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Dragons get it done against the Wars. It's a shame to be the Wars. I think I saw SJ has an injury, right?
He's carrying like a sore Achilles, which is not going to be devastating, but he's probably going to need a rest at some point, which is not good news for my fantasy team. But I don't think it'll stop him from, playing out the majority of the season. It's just a pain management thing.
Fuck you and your fantasy team. Just a side note.
Oh yeah. Thanks for
fuck you.
Thanks for letting me win, Mike. That was really nice of you.
No, I didn't. I blame the fucking the Sharks absolutely pumping the Cowboys, and McInnes was on for like 40 minutes, I think. Bullshit. Captain McInnes for those playing at home. And what was I going to say about this one? Yeah, shame to be the Wars. They're going to get pumped twice back weeks.
The Dragons, man. I'm going to talk about it more when we start tipping, but I just keep underestimating them.
Yeah, until you overestimate them, and that's when they're going to betray you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of overestimations. The Eels get absolutely pumped by the Dolphins. I think the two or three tries that they got here at the end were they were towards the end of the game. They were like consolidatory tries. I haven't even been drinking. I can't fucking speak. Fucking Dolphins. I mean, if I'm the Eels, right, and I can't remember if I said this in the group chat, you got to take Sydney teams with you to Darwin. You got to stop taking fucking Queensland teams to Darwin, because as shit as it is up in Darwin, the Dolphins are more used to it than the fucking Eels, right? Like, Brisbane is way more fucking humid than West Sydney.
Yeah.
Overall, especially through the summer. We're coming out of summer now. You got to take fucking Penrith or the Tigers or someone, or Raiders. Raiders would be the golden opportunity to take to Darwin. They would be fucking shit.
You'll kill them. You'll murder them.
Or at least draw with them.
That's not even fair.
The Eels fucking suck.
But yeah, that game, I saw someone say that the Dolphins broke the record for the most points scored in 25 minutes of rugby league football. Really? They scored 8 tries in 25 minutes, which is insane.
I think that was like right after half time as well. I think you might find.
Was it 8 tries, 6 tries? Can't remember.
Fucking pumped them. Yeah, good to be a Dolphins fan. Next game we had Panthers defeat the Tigers. Everybody saw that coming. I think I'm going to call it the Kitty Cat Cup out in Bathurst.
Yeah.
Look, it's hard to be a Titans fan. I imagine it's harder to be an Eels fan. It's hard to be a Titans fan, right?
It's so hard, Mike. Man, our good friend Harry went to that game by himself.
That's so sad. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been tough.
I was on a date, so I couldn't really like pay attention to the game. And after I got there was like a break, I checked my phone and I just seen all the messages, and I just saw like all the emotions he was going through in their boys chat. Be like, oh, we're on here, the finger bus is coming. No. It's still the only it's still the only winless team this year, and it doesn't feel nice.
I had my fiance's mother and sister visit me that night, so I had the TV on mute and playing like pop music for them, so they could all drink wine and chat in the background. So I was watching the game, but I was being spoken at the entire time, and at the end of the game she was like, oh well, they it was really close, they played very well, and it was almost got there, that's fine. I was just like, it's been like this for like 4 years, Deborah.
Yeah, dude, I get that with adults who don't really watch much Titans, and they watch one match, right, with you, and they say, oh, well, They tried really hard. Like, they came close. I'm like, yeah, you don't get it, man.
That doesn't translate to 2 competition points.
It does
That's what
not
we need right
equal a win.
now.
It's been like this for too goddamn long.
Broncos pumped the Raiders. Luckily, no one took the Raiders because I was thinking they might win. But yeah, Raiders get exposed. Nostradamus, what round is it? 7. That was 7, and they're already starting to slip. That's what it said.
Well, it's slipping, and now Fogarty's torn his bicep, and they're gonna have just like the most inexperienced spine of all time.
Fuck all depth. Hang on, let me just skip forward while I think of it. Where are they? They're playing on like Sunday, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they've got KO Weeks and Ethan Strange in the halves, and Chevy Stewart at fullback.
When do the Titans versus the Raiders again? Let's go. I'm ready.
Oh. It's so
sucks. Dogs. Let's go, Dogs. The Dogs single-handedly end Kalen Ponga's career. You love to fucking see it. 36-12. Let's go, Doggies. My new favorite team.
Yeah, they are your favorite team this year. I think, Titans aside, I think Dogs, I think, are your favorite team. I'm getting that vibe. Yeah. And it's got to be the Warriors.
Yeah.
Love me some more. Even though they lost it last weekend, I like what they're about.
Fun. It's still, the Warriors are still fun. And we'll sort of keep the Warriors in the back of your brain here. The Sharks pump the Cowboys. Cowboys get exposed. Yeah, didn't watch that game. Was playing D&D, as you know. James Fisher-Harris signs to the Waz.
Yes.
What do you think about this one? Allegedly, I didn't see anyone say it out loud, but it was compassionate leave. I think that James Fisher-Harris has a family member in New Zealand that's unwell. And the number I think I saw being floated around was 600K per year for 2 years. The 2-year part I might be pulling out of my ass. So he's definitely gone there for unders for compassionate reasons. I love this. I'm not even a big Waz guy. You're the Waz guy, as you said. I love this.
Number one fan.
Harris. I love this for the Waz. Everybody has been tiptoeing around it, saying that Adam Fanua-Blake, like, if you were going to replace Adam Fanua-Blake, this is a like-for-like swap. I think this is fucking better, dude. This is better than Adam Fanua-Blake. Holy shit. This is like in another tier of better, to me, at least. 3 prems? 3 prems?
Yeah, 3 prems, but he's not a prem maker himself, but he's certainly good. I mean, Fisher-Harris is a really good quality player. Yeah, good replacement, really good for the Warriors. I'm glad they're just attracting just good players.
Yeah.
It's good.
Everybody's coming home,
Coming home to roost.
They can smell what's cooking.
They can smell it.
What SJ's cooking, and they're all coming home. I think the Waz win the comp next year. Remind me next season to pick the Waz to win the comp next year. I don't think it's this year.
I will remind you.
And what else? Other bit of news here. Did you see Jack Hetherington versus Reed Marnie?
Yeah. He's a fucking crazy man.
Do you think he's being Do you think he was joking? Or do you think he's being real?
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it probably started as a joke, and he was like, "Hey Reed, haha, you want a box? You want a box?" And Reed just wasn't paying attention. He was just looking down, looking at his phone, probably not his phone, but he was just bummed out he got sent off. And then he's just like, "Hey," bang, and just like pushes him, and Reed's like, "Whoa, what the fuck? This fucking this 6'10" guy is trying to fight me? Jesus."
Yeah. I think he's just, when he gets into that mode, gets the white line fever, as they say, reason just leaves his brain. He has a history of doing crazy shit. And remember, he did spent like all the time, a bunch of high shots all the time. And then he decided, I'm declaring myself, I'm going to be a good boy from now on. And he was good for a long time. And he just snapped. It was just always underneath the surface.
So funny. I love it. It's so rugby league. I love it so much. Such a minor thing as well, just like a small little scuffle in the sheds. Yeah. And to wait and to slow down and purposely slow down as you're coming off the field because the other guy is coming. So good. Very Jack.
Yeah, just seeing his just wild smile on it was just like terrifying but hilarious at the same time.
That's the thing. Yeah, I didn't know what kind. Like I thought. Yeah, I saw it. And I was like, he's smiling, and then you look closer at the smiler, and you're like, Oh no, he's having fun. He's not smiling because he's having a joke. He's having fun with this.
Yes, yes, there was
I like
a malice, a gleeful malice in his eyes.
that. Yeah, check out fucking Gus Gould's story about him. I think he was coaching Jack Hetherington at the time. Jack Hetherington calls him on this like Sunday night, and he's like, "Hey, coach, just FYI, I've got a bit of bark off me. Like I've had some skin off." And Gus is like, "Why?" And he goes, "Oh, I got into a fight in a car park with 4 guys." And he's like, "Oh my god, you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just got a bit of bark off me. I'm just letting you know before training tomorrow." He's like,
Okay.
"Are you? What happened?" And he's like, "Fucked up these 4 guys in a car park or something."
He's a crazy man.
He's crazy. That's all I got. I mean, Dale Finucane medically retired today. That's sad.
Yeah, that is
Hello.
sad. He had a great career, like 251 games, 2 premierships. Just tough, notable trucker of nut, as some would say.
Huge. Yeah, huge trucker of nut. Big thick boy. You hate to see a big thick boy retire, but they got to go.
Forced to
Take 'em
retire.
back.
History of concussions, apparently. Yeah.
That sucks. I mean, love that I have Cam McInnes in my fantasy team, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We persevere.
Silver lining.
Anything else from the week that you want to get to?
No, but do you think that my forehead looks really big right now? It's like bigger than usual.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of space up there. Look at that.
What is that? What is that? Your forehead? Yeah. Go back down. Measure it. That's like past your mouth. Oh, yep. There's more.
See, yeah, wait, hold on. So yeah, let's just here. Yeah, it goes down to like my bottom lip, and yours goes to your just here. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on here? That's a large forehead. I've been hiding this. I just got my hair cut today. It's just I gotta.
That could be
it.
They trimmed the underparts.
Yeah.
Maybe it's up. It's boofy. It's up. Your dad's not bald. Your dad's hair does go back, but he's not bald.
Yeah. I don't think I'll go bald, but it's just this is alarming.
Concerning to say the least.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got.
All right. Do you want a tip?
I could tip.
We should tip. Just for those people playing at home, Benjamin is no longer at the top of the tipping comp. Shout out to Brooke Lindsay. Scored 7 points last round. Tied for first place, but more accurately, she is in front with the margin. So good stuff, Brooke.
Yes.
I'm coming up. I'm fucking 4 points behind you, dude. I'm in last place. I'd be greatly concerned if I was the rest of the competition right now with how well I'm tipping. I'm coming up.
You're coming.
I'm only 7 tips behind Brooke. I could win this.
Calibrated? You think you've calibrated? Do you know what this competition this year is like?
With Ben not throwing me off, I think this will be a perfect week. This is a pretty easy week to tip. We'll get to it. Let's get to it.
Yeah, this is a straight bat week for tips.
Yeah. Love a straight bat. First game we've got here, Anzac round Thursday. 3 games on a Thursday on Anzac Day. I was thinking a couple of days ago, I was like, what am I even going to do on Anzac Day? Like, I can't. What do I do with the day? Like, I mourn, obviously. I go down to the parade in the morning, and then what do? Fucking crush tins and watch 3 games of rugby league. And also 1 game of AFL in there. I'm going to squeeze that in there.
Yeah.
First one here, we've got the Wars versus the Titans. Who did the Wars used to verse? Do you remember?
Used to be the Storm.
Okay, so the Storm take the Bunnies, I guess then. Why change? Remember?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I do remember it always used to be Storm would host the Warriors at Amy Park, and I could have sworn I heard something about how the Warriors wanted to host an Anzac Day game. You know, being New Zealand, being 2 letters in Anzac.
Yeah.
They wanted to host a game. The Storm were like, nah. Arguably they host the best Anzac match there is, so we're not going to give it up. And so the Warriors like, well, we want to host a match, and then maybe that's when the Titans were just like, please.
We'll go. We'll take it.
We'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy for the Titans. I don't think they've ever played an Anzac Day game. Could be wrong, but good for them.
Do you think there's as many Titans fans in New Zealand as there are Warriors fans on the Gold Coast?
Cool. Wait, so just in the city of the Gold Coast and then the entire country of New Zealand?
Yeah.
Probably about the same.
You reckon? I think there's way more Warriors fans on the Gold Coast than there is
Just purely
Titans fans
Gold Coast.
in the entire New Zealand. Yeah, sure.
You could be right. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking.
There's a lot of one way. I think. I don't think there's a lot of going back after New Zealanders get to the Gold Coast. And for that reason, I think I am gonna take the Wars on this one. They're at home, Anzac Day. They didn't lose by too much last week. They looked fine. Keep an eye on SJ if SJ's out. But even then, like, who have they got in reserves here? You'd put Tuapiki at fullback and you move Chance to 6 and maybe Tamate to 7. I'm not sure. Oh no. Maybe. Do you think Roger can play 6? I don't know. If Sean Johnson's out, maybe keep an eye on it. The Titans are going to try very hard and they're going to come very close, but I don't think they're going to win this. Over to you, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, hard to tip the Titans at any point this year. I don't know if that's going to change. They're unchanged from the team that pushed Manly. They lose Capewell, Laban's on the edge, but not much of a change there. The Titans are going to win eventually. They're going to win at some point this year, but against a Warriors side who were just beaten by the Dragons, I think it was like 18 points or something they got beat by in the end. And now they're back home, Anzac Day game. They're going to be pumped up. I don't think the Titans win this week. I've got the Warriors winning by 10 points. It'd be nice. It'd be nice, Mike.
It'd be nice. It'd be a heck of an ambush. It would ruin all of our perfect rounds, but yeah, no, we're okay.
Happy to sacrifice it.
Tanner Boyd sort of keeps his spot. You didn't watch the game, but Tanner Boyd got a try, and I damn near welled up when he did. He looked so happy. He was so proud. I was like, get him, Tanner. You get him.
Yeah, but it meant nothing.
He's at 6 now. All right, whatever. Next game, we have got the Dragons versus the Roosters. I think if you are a betting man, I think get in now while the getting is good on the Dragons, because I think the Dragons are about to fucking pump the Chocobos right here. What do you think? Pump.
Yeah, this is, as I was saying earlier, I don't know when I'm going to learn my lesson with the Dragons and keep underestimating them. I don't know if it's this week. Dragons, obviously, they've no changes from the team that pumped New Zealand. Roosters narrowly lost to the Storm, and now they get Sam Walker and Dominic Young back. Suoli'i goes to center. It's going to be a tight match. Usually this is the traditional Anzac Day game, usually always tight. Dragons are in form, as we know. I should probably tip them, but I'm not going to, because I got a feeling.
Yeah.
I would say
Dominic Young and Sam Walker. That pushes the weight down. That tips the scales, you think?
Yeah, I think the Roosters are a pure feeling sort of team. You have to tip. You cannot tip them on reason or their roster. They're a pure gut team. My gut's telling me Roosters win by 2 points here, but you're going Dragons.
I'm going to jump on the Dragons, yeah. I can't believe this. You're going to let this game ruin your perfect round?
Or make it.
Dude, when I checked today earlier, Dragons were at $3.50, and now they're at $2.60. I think the tide is turning. I think the Dragon-aissance.
Dragon-aissance.
Dragon-aissance is it's here. All right, next game. Probably the one we shouldn't waste too much time on, the Storm versus the Rabbitohs. Did the Rabbitohs even score points last week? No, they had the bye.
So no.
No.
They got 2 points on the premiership ladder, which pushed Titans to the bottom.
Yeah, I guess they are. I laugh at them, but they did get 2 points. Trell's still not back. Probably another 2 games. Dean Hawkins. Shaq Mitchell starting. Good for Shaq. Damien Cook is recalled back into the side. Jai Arrow's on the bench.
Yep, Arrow's back from a shoulder injury.
I don't think this is enough, hey? Same wonder, unchanged side for Bellamy. Christian Welch is out? No. Christian Welch is on the bench? No. Oh, Nelson is starting. Christian Welch is on the bench, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I think the Storm win here and win well. I mean, even a break. The Rabbitohs don't strike me as the type of team who are going to take the bye seriously and train through the bye. I feel like they're going to be huff and glue the entire time. It's a very Redfern thing to do. Shout out to our Prime Minister. Huff and glue, I think, is all they did over their bye round. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for them, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way in hell anyone is tipping the Rabbitohs in this game. Also, they got Tavita Totola out long term with an injury, which is just things going from bad to worse for them. They've just had the bye. I do think they'll be full of enthusiasm, but maybe too much glue huffing to actually get a victory.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tip the Storm to win. I'll say by 12 points. Let's say the Rabbitohs put up a fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like they put up a fight, but it's never in doubt the result. One of those games.
Imagine if you were watching NRL 360 and Buzz Rothfield is just like, well, I've got it on good opinion, Kenty. Now listen to me, mate.
I listen.
The Jason Demetrio's got a glue huffing problem. The glue is all throughout South Sydney. I've got this on good authority.
That was a good impression.
That's why you come here. I've been working on my I've been working on my buzz. My Paul Kent is not good, but I'm working on Paul Kent as well.
Yeah, I just love NRL 360 is Buzz starts talking. He's like, now, and then everyone just goes, oh, what's he gonna fucking? They rip on him all the time.
I feel bad for him sometimes, but the cunt just takes so long to get his words out. I can't stand it. If I was on the desk with him, I'd be like, Buzz, I need you to hurry the fuck up, because like, and Braith is like, I'm trying to fucking, I feel for Braith. I'm like, Braith, the clock is ticking, bro. You got to make this old man hurry the fuck up.
I think it's elder abuse, the way they treat him.
Yeah. Especially Kenty. Kenty doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, Kenty and Hoops just being like, with his bald head. Yeah, nah, fuck those guys. I'm with Buzz.
Yeah, nah, I'm with Braith and Asta. Braith can do no wrong. We have got Manly versus Eels, the only Friday night game. Eels in all fucking sorts right now. I'm seeing whispers. I'm seeing whispers that
you're seeing whispers.
I'm seeing whispers visually.
Yeah.
The talk is Brad Arthur. His job is being questioned.
What?
Yeah, people are starting to looking at the performance from last weekend, and Brad Arthur, the coach of the Parramatta Eels, is going to get fired.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You predicted that.
Similar to how Jason Demetrio was going to get fired, I imagine. Who was your pick?
Cameron Ciraldo.
Come on, brother.
Anyways, yeah, man, the Parramatta Eels, they just got ussed.
Yeah.
And earlier, I can't remember who they got ussed by. They got ussed by somebody, and then they came out and beat the Cowboys the next week.
They got pumped by the Raiders 41-8.
Yeah, that's right. Pumped by the Raiders, come out next week, get a win.
Yep, and they got beat by the Tigers the week before that in round 3. Sorry, I mean round 4.
Yeah. So they got just now ussed by the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Did they bounce back this week? The coach in the press conference called them, he described them as part-time footballers.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, the only person who is a full-time footballer is Mitch Moses. And he's not there.
Full-time at home.
Yeah. I mean, and Dejan Asti, I mean, he'd be looking at that comment and be like, you know what, that's fair.
Yeah, and now he's been dropped for Ethan Sanders, who's going to debut at 5'8". They just keep playing musical chairs with their halves.
I went to look up Ethan Sanders in the NRL fantasy app. Couldn't find him. He wasn't in there. That means that he's fucking bottom of the barrel if he's not in the app.
Yeah, he's just been invented as far as in a rugby league sense. He was just a human man before. Now he's an NRL player.
Where'd Blaze go? What's wrong with Blaze? Wasn't Blaze there?
Blaze was never supposed to be in the halves. I think he's just a young center.
Center? Fuck me. Yeah, no, tough times to be an Eels fan, but I have absolutely no fucking qualms with tipping against them. And also, fuck you if you're an Eels fan. Not you, rugby league history. I love you. I love you to death. But yeah, fuck the Eels.
Yeah.
and also fuck the Sea Eagles. But I'm going to tip them. Mostly unchanged side against this ramshackle of a team. I think I can safely tip the Manly Sea Eagles. What do you think?
I don't know if it's the safest bet, but I'm also going to go with the Manly Sea Eagles to win this game at home. Parramatta beat Manly earlier this year in round 3, beaten by 4 points. Manly should get revenge. Yeah,
how
it always happens.
Work, man. This is every year we have this shit. Like Titans versus Eels twice, like in the first 5 rounds last year. It was bullshit. Anyway, sorry, I interrupt you. Just talk through me, like I talk through Ben. Just talk through me.
No, I'm a polite man. You know, when you speak, I assume it's something that's going to be groundbreaking. It's going to change the course of human history.
It's not. Never is. I keep trying. It's not.
I keep trying to change the course of human history. Honestly, that is a good goal to aspire to.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. Like you can change the course of human history in bad ways, and you could argue it's easier to do it in a bad way than it is a good way. Like a good way takes a good work. A bad way, I just need an AR-15. Like.
Let me tell you this. Actually, I'm tipping the Manly Sea Eagles to win by 6 points. Okay, but cool. Can I philosophical question about life for you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that, you know, when people are younger, in like late teens, early 20s, so a lot of people have this idea that you want to kind of like change the world, you want to do something big. You know, young people go to like protests in the street and stuff, and just like we're making a difference here, we're making a difference. And I find like as you get older, you kind of like you mature to the point when you realize that all you can really control is basically your side of the street, just like shit you do. Do any of us have real power, or should we just focus on just being like, listen, I'm just gonna be the best person possible and just make sure like I raise my kids as good people as well? And is that really the only power we have, Mike? Big question for you.
I think so. I think you're right. I think there's a naivety that comes with being so young like that, and that you have so much time ahead of you that you think you are capable of changing the world, and you see cunts online trying to change the world, or seemingly in your eyes changing the world like that. And I think there's something to do. I think it's like your frontal lobe when you're 26 or 27, something develops in the front of your brain. Probably got something to do with that, right? It's like when men turn 27, they just like stop being boys and become men. Like they just sort of mature. It's probably a bit of that. It's a little bit of like less out here, more in here. Like you said, you can only really control what's happening on your side of the street, metaphorically or physically.
Yeah, men hit 27 and then decide to either start making beef jerky or golfing.
Chili sauces.
Yeah, getting into hot sauces. That's me. I'm that archetype. Yeah, but no, it's interesting. I was thinking about that today. You know what I mean? Like, should we tell the kids to stop trying, or should we just let them? Should we just let them have their fun, or should we be like, listen, man, listen, it's a great energy. I love the energy that you're bringing right now. You're marching the streets. Come on, guys, let's change shit.
Yeah. No, that teenager is just gonna look at me and go, "You're old, you're jaded, you don't know anything about the world." And I'm gonna go, "Fuck you! I used to be you.
I
used to be you."
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah. No, I would. I don't think I'd get in their way. Just let them do it. I mean, what's the worst going to happen? They might change the world. They might not. They'll come around.
Yeah.
I don't see myself ever in the same sort of vein. I think as you're supposed to get older, you're supposed to get more conservative with your political views. That's not happening to me. I'm still as green of a voter as I ever have been. I don't feel myself changing and going more towards the Liberal Party or even the Labor Party, really. I mean, I don't really, voted Greens my entire life. I don't think that's going to change. I don't think.
Yeah.
I still got a little bit of that dog in me, I think.
Yeah, it's a good way to be.
I got a little bit of that Rage Against the Machine inside of me.
I think what happens is that we never truly become conservative in our minds, but we become conservative in the minds of the younger generation. Like we just keep doing our thing, and we kind of keep settling into our into our vibe and say, this is now my vibe. I'm not going to change it. This is the shit I believe in. And that'll be like our elders, the baby boomers of now. They were cool when they were young. They were hip.
Yeah.
It's like that. What's that Abe Simpson quote? Like, it was hip. And then what's hip now is strange and scary to me. It'll happen to you too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fuck, The Simpsons is so good like that.
Yeah.
20 years
Incredible.
old, and that show it's still so relevant as it was when it came out. And that's good. That was a good little in-depth. There you go. That's not You're not getting that on NRL 360.
No, we're not getting that conversation with Ben on here.
No, fuck no. Don't have time.
He'd be like, boring, wrap it up, next.
Wrap it up, stop talking about generation, stop talking about the future, the past, and how it's all connected. Stop that. Let's talk about foreskins.
Yeah.
Next game, we've got the Tigers hosting the Brisbane Broncos. I feel like I need a fidget spinner or something. I got this. I've been fucking pumping this.
Nice.
Just to like I feel like it keeps the blood flowing through my brain. Use your brain. Sorry.
Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm all over the place a little bit.
Yeah, it was like, hey, next game, I need a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
Look at this. Keeps the blood pumping my brain. Use your brain. Like that was. I think you do need a fidget spinner.
Yeah, I do. The tism is kicking in.
Yeah.
Next game, we've got the West Tigers versus the Brisbane Broncos. Why aren't the Broncos playing at Suncorp? I feel like they only play at Suncorp, right? Why are they?
Yeah.
What is going on? Why are they
I
at
thought
Campbelltown Sports Stadium?
Yeah, I thought they only got home games only. What's the dealio here?
What is this? And on a Sunday? No, Saturday?
Saturday afternoon at 5:30. Weird time slot for a Bronco.
What the fuck? If I'm a Broncos fan, I'd be getting in touch with my youth and parading on the street, probably. Protesting. We are a Friday or Thursday night team. What the fuck is this? Next they'll be on a Sunday. I should look ahead to see when the Broncos are playing on a Sunday. Hard to take the Tigers, hey. Did you see Jareem Bullitt picked up a Dally M point last round?
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I should get half a point if someone from his team wins the Dally M.
Even there. I know you tipped for the win the Dally M. I don't think he even wins Dally M fullback of the year. Not even the positional.
No, probably not. You're right. Reece Walsh, looking across the road, he probably has it.
Yeah, Walshy, as long as he doesn't get himself suspended or injured, he's looking fresh and firing. He's probably going to go off in this game.
I mean, Callum Ponga is gone for the season as well, right? Fuck. Put money on him to be the highest point scorer of this year. Wow.
That sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, Broncos?
Well, yeah, you got to go with the Broncos. Also, they get Payne Haas, Adam Reynolds, Brendan Piakura are all back, but they lose Ezra Mam and Selwyn Cobbo. But still, they should pump. They've been pumping without those big guns. Now they get them back. But I will say, shout out to a fellow called, what's his name? Solomon Alamalo, come from rugby. He's going to debut on the wing for the Tigers. So hope he goes well.
Not Charlie Staines?
I think someone's injured, maybe.
Yeah.
Injured or suspended. But yes, I'm going to say Broncos win here. I'll say by 14 points.
Yeah, I think they'll put it on. I feel like 14 is conservative and like your political views.
That's exactly. Yeah. The older I get, the smaller my margins get.
The next game, do we think that Cowboys are going to come out firing against Nathan Cleary's Penrith Panthers? You think they're going to ruin the parade on Saturday?
Well, let me tell you. So, North Queensland obviously just got pumped by the Cronulla Sharks, and the coaches decided to keep the same 17, give them another chance. Usually when teams get pumped, they usually come back the next week. Don't always win, but they always come back with a lot of gusto. And also North Queensland, you know how good Penrith have been for the last 4 years, right?
Yeah.
North Queensland have actually won their last 2 games against Penrith at their home stadium.
Really?
Last year and the year before.
Okay.
Now, in saying that, I'm still not going to tip against Penrith because you'd be a madman to ever tip against Penrith at any given point.
We made a promise to each other at the start of the season that we just weren't
Yeah,
going to do it.
we
Yeah.
made a blood oath.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Panthers win. I'll say they win by 6 points. But anyways, just, watch that little stat I just dropped.
Yeah. It's going to be hot. It's going to be sweaty. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next game, is Paul Alamotti ever going to play for the Panthers, do you think? Bless him.
He played last week.
Did he? Did he do
Yeah,
well?
he filled in for Taylor May.
Oh, bless his heart. I'm so bad at that sort of thing. I look at Paul Alamotti and I remember him from his time at the Dogs and I'm like, fuck, is he ever going to play? And you're like, he played last week. I'm like, oh.
Well,
I don't watch the Cat Bowl.
Yeah.
Next game, we have got the Dolphins versus the Knights. Is this at KO or is this at Suncorp?
Suncorp.
I was thinking about getting tickets to this one. Hey.
2 p.m. on a Sunday. It's a good time slot.
Yeah, it's just so expensive. I'll have a look. And I'm going to bring this to your attention at Magic Round. I don't know if you saw this the last time you were at Suncorp. I went for a bike ride around Milton recently, just trying to like suss out the suburb. I do that. I'll ride to a suburb and I'll just go in and out of the streets and try and suss it out. Just, explore, see what I can find.
That's a weird thing, but go on.
I'm in a city. Like, it's not weird. Fuck you.
Are you sure?
Milton. What am I going to just go A to B and just back again? If you got on a bike and you went around a suburb you'd never been in before, you might find some good places to take a lady on a date. Like
maybe.
Shout out to Bunker Cafe. Google Bunker Cafe right now.
Okay.
Google it and tell me you wouldn't take a girl here. Bunker Cafe. Maybe put Milton in there.
Bunker Cafe. Bunker Coffee. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Bunker Coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. I got it here.
Maybe Google
their Instagram page. Oh yeah, it does. Look at this. Look at all that grass.
It's like 2 blocks away from Suncorp Stadium, and I just was riding down the street and I saw that. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah,
so it's not weird.
Spot.
It's a good thing to do.
It's
exploring.
What? Not weird.
What is weird is that out the front of Suncorp, they've got all these plaques on the ground of all the Queensland State of Origin players who have ever played for Queensland. And you can imagine there's hundreds of them. But I think how many players do you think? Don't chase me on this. I think there might be 300 more.
Sounds about right.
And I wanted to take a photo of some of the funniest ones for you. But the only one that stands out in my memory is Moses Umbai is there. And it's 2019 to present. If they haven't retired, it's still present sort of thing.
Umbai's not retired yet.
I don't think so. He must still be playing in Super League or something.
Must be in the Super League.
Maybe he has retired and they just haven't updated it for this year. But yeah, I thought that's where I drew the line at being weird. Riding around a suburb is fine. I was going to take a photo of Moses Umbai's plaque and send it to you.
See, that's normal.
No, that's not normal. There was a kid practicing riding his bike and his dad was watching in that area at the front of Suncorp.
Yeah.
No one else there. And I did a lap and I saw what I was looking at. And then I came back and looked at them all. So I was sort of in this kid's space and his dad was watching me. If I got my phone out and started taking photos, I'd be in trouble, I think.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the vibe wasn't there for a sneaky Umbai pick. I understand.
No. And I think I'm going to take the Dolphins against the Knights at Suncorp. Maybe I'll surprise the missus. Maybe I'll take her to this one. What do you think?
Oh, that sounds like a cute little day. Take her to Bunker Coffee and then over to the game.
The Milton Common, Bunker Coffee. We'll go to the game. We'll have a good time. It'll be over by 4:30. Back in bed by 5 p.m.
Bedtime. Yeah, bedtime. Yeah.
Who you got and by how much?
Watch some Sky News and then hit the hay. Yeah, I will also be taking the Dolphins. It's hard not to tip the Dolphins. They just pumped Parramatta and Darwin back at home. And then Kalen Pong is now gone long-term for the Newcastle Knights. So they will be debuting a fellow called David Armstrong, who I know nothing about at fullback. Mm-hmm. And Dane Gagai is the captain now that Kalen Pong is gone.
Where is, what's his name? Lachlan Miller? Where'd he go?
Lockie Miller. Oh, they ditched him. I think he's gone to Super League.
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, he was
no fucking depth.
He was a flash in the pan, old Lockie Miller. But yes, I'll be going the Finns. I'll say the Finns win by, this is a margin game. I've been incorrectly tipping the margin for a few weeks now, which has been quite harmful to my margin.
Yeah.
So I'll say the Finns win by 8 points. I'll be conservative with it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to take the Finns by 2 points. I'm going to be super Sky News about that one. The final game of the round, we have got the Canberra Raiders versus the Cronulla Sharks. I can't believe Ben hasn't shown up yet. I fully expect him to show up mid-sentence, any sentence.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Hard to go past the Sharks on this one, right?
This is a
Canberra.
Canberra's at home, but yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, I mean, Fogarty's gone, so they've got Weeks partnering Strange in the halves. By the way, as far as last names go, good halves pairing, Weeks and Strange.
Strange Weeks, yeah, nice.
Yeah. And then Chevy Stewart's still the fullback. Is it Levi usually the hooker? So
he starts.
If their forwards get overrun by the Sharks, man, this one could get messy. But mind you, the Sharks, they've stood down Braden Trindle for failing a roadside breath test. Do you hear about that?
Yeah. Cocaine results pending. Which is, I mean, fine. It's Nico's team now, I guess.
Yeah, so they got Daniel Atkinson, who I don't know anything about. He replaces, probably a 1 week thing, you'd think. And Stone Street, the human battle master fighter, he drops out. Says Katoa's back.
We'll
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, appreciate
it. Just a one shot for Stone Street.
Stoney, yeah.
But yes, I will be going the Sharks. I'll say they win by 14 points this game.
Fair. I think they absolutely fucking hump. I mean, they just hump the fucking Cowboys. The Raiders are worse than the Cowboys. Not statistically, but fucking on paper. Yeah.
Cowboys are weird, man.
Yeah. Sharks fucking pump. I'm gonna say Sharks by 30 points.
Whoa.
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah. What is that paying? Somebody bring that up. That's it. That's the week. What do we got here? Let's have a look at what do we got going on over here. We got the comments. The comment section that I have ready. I don't have Fallout TV show Easter eggs ready. I've got the comments. For some reason, one of our most popular episodes, like you pointed out. Don't know why. If you watched last week and thought that was good and watched the whole thing, it wasn't. I can just message me. I'll let you know. There are other episodes that are better. Let me know. If you drop a comment, Michael, what episodes are better than last week's? I'll point you to them. They're very good.
It's a week by week thing, because like half of our content, if not more, is purely based on that week.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we do need to adjust the cheese, just like a pure cheese. Just playlist, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe someone could make a short. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Who's to say? All right, first comment of the week here. We've got William Pearson says, Des Hasler against the Manly Seagulls for the first time since 2017. Thank you, William, for pointing that out. You asked him who wins. I can assume it's you. And he replies, Manly Seagulls will beat the Titans this weekend. All right, cool. Thank you. Thanks for putting that one on, William.
William Pearson, my friend. First of all, number one, I want to thank you for leaving a comment other than Storm will win or something Storm related. So that's a fantastic start. I will say this: you got to bring some more spice in these comments. You know what I mean? Like Manly Seagulls will beat the Titans. Tell me something I don't know.
Yeah. Tell us your least favorite player, William Pearson, if you're watching.
Yeah.
If you fucking watch all this, I don't know. Maybe you're just a fucking nutcase that goes around and comments on all these things and doesn't watch it. Let us know who your least favorite person is in the NRL, and why is it Moses Hembai? The next comment I've got here is from Rugby League History. Ricky Stewart must have friends in the media or something. Yeah, no shit. His name's Paul Kent. Because he's been at Canberra the same time as Brad Arthur, pretty much achieved the same thing. One grand final appearance in 10 years, yet Stewart never gets mentioned about his job being on the line or that things need to change. You're absolutely right. Ricky Stewart has so many fucking friends in the media. He is always skating on shit. Remember when he called he called fucking Jermaine Salmon? Jamin Salmon?
Jamin Salmon.
Jamin
Yep.
Salmon? A weak gutted
Oh,
dog, and well, you don't get a ban for that?
yeah.
It's crazy. He's protected. He's a protected species, Ricky Stewart. I'm sure a lot of people love him, but he can get away with fucking murder. Do you
Yes.
agree? Yeah.
Yeah, and I love him. You got to have a wild card in any situation. He's a wild card. He's a wild card coach.
That's fair. I wouldn't change it for the world, actually. When you put it like that, we do need something entertaining. What are we going to talk about every week? You know?
Yeah.
We got a bunch of fucking Ivan Clearys that, live on top of a mountain and don't have internet. We can't
Yeah.
do that.
Ivan Cleary is such a zen individual. Have you seen many interviews with him?
Yeah. Yeah, he just sort of sits back and goes, yeah, well, yeah, I think that's something we need to work on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah, he's just a zen man. But yeah, now you need more Rickies, and then Des Hasler as well. He's probably second place for wild cardism.
Yeah, Des has lost it. Des has lost his step, I feel like, a little bit. He's not as wild. I'd prefer him to be more wild.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. I don't know, man.
It's coming. The Titans going to keep losing, and he's going to say some weird shit to distract everyone from how bad the team is.
Please. History of Football, who I think might be the same person, writes, Canberra has a 30-year premiership drought and nobody talks about it. I'm here. You want to
Let's talk about it.
You want to do an off-season podcast with the two of us about how Canberra are a dog shit team and have been for 30 years? I'm here. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. I want stats. I want years. I want finishing. I want to see the line graph of where they go, what happens, who leaves, who comes, who goes. That's what I want to see. I want to get into it. Axel Best writes, I'm taking the 10 seconds, which of course is referring to, what was it? Would you rather come in 10 seconds or not be able to come at all?
That's right. Every single time you have sex, you come in 10 seconds or never come ever again. He's taking the 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's smart. He's a smart man. He's a man. He's a chef. He's a musician. He hasn't got a lot of time on his plate.
Yeah,
stressful jobs. Yeah.
He's got to get in and get out, I guess. But yeah, I suppose it's the right answer if you want to reproduce, if you want to extend your bloodline, certainly.
Mm-hmm. Which you would. He's a handsome, strapping man. You would want to, if
beautiful eyes.
Beautiful
eyes, like oceans.
Great facial hair as well. We can't grow a beard like that.
Yeah, no.
You can't grow that. Look at us. You're half Greek. You can't do it. Yours is pretty.
Yeah.
Yours is better.
Yeah, no. All here, this area here doesn't grow it through.
Yeah. You got your mother's mouth.
Yeah, so at least we're not as bad as Genki. Poor fella.
Shots.
I'm just saying the man can grow whiskers. That's about it.
Yeah, that's the good thing about being personal friends with us is that you never know when you're going to cop it on this fucking show.
You never know when
to try by shooting you.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have a hypothetical for this week? I don't.
I don't have a hypothetical.
Should we think of one?
Oh, I'll ask you this question because we've talked about a few deep things.
Yeah.
Today, I'm not sure if I've asked you this before, but if you, and stop me if I have, if you entered a magic room, with everyone you've ever met in your entire life, who would you go to first to talk to? And this is everyone. Whether it was old family members, people you see all the time, or just a person who made you a Subway sandwich once.
Let me think. I've got a real answer and I've got a joke answer. I don't have the joke answer yet.
Okay. You can go with the real one for now.
Assuming that dead people as well. I think I'm going to take my dad. I'm going to take my father who passed away when I was 18. I think I'm probably going to go to him first. Spoke to my mum the other day, so can probably skip her. But sorry, mum, just gonna.
Yeah, we'll get around to her.
Going to go to the man I haven't seen in 15 years. I'm just gonna go have a look at that. And my joke answer, I think it's going to be Ben's dad. I think.
What's up, Jeff? What are you doing here? He'd roast you. He'd roast you as soon as you walk up to him.
How'd you get here, Jeff?
Yeah. It's like,
Oh,
fuck, get me
bless.
out of here.
What about you? Who are you going to?
I think the real answer is I go see my great grandma Nana Phyllis, who died at the age of 99, because when she died, I was overseas on a trip to the United States, and everyone said goodbye to her. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, so
I thought
I'd like to go.
I thought you were going to say a trip over in Hungary, Budapest. That's what I was
No,
like,
no, that one.
fucking Nana died when we were there. Jesus.
No, it was before that, but she was a lovely woman.
What's your joke?
God, joke answer. Ooh, maybe Miss Collins from high school. Shoot my shot.
Yeah, that's fine. What was her first name? We should look her up.
Angela.
Remember? Should bleep that out.
Yeah, just one of the all-time hottest teachers to ever walk God's green earth.
Yeah. Is she 1L or 2L?
Usually 1L.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do my own research into that. I got 2Ls on here. I'll look that up after the show. Cool. All right. So we were, and I'm getting up in front of me. We're both on the Waz.
Mm-hmm.
Should we ask Ben who is tipping? No, it'll take too long.
Nah, no one cares.
I'm gonna assume Ben's on the Waz. Ben will take the Roosters. I'm on the Dragons. You're also on the Roosters.
Correct.
We're all on the Storm. We're all on Manly. I didn't check the Eels Fibonacci. I'm not sure if
yeah.
I assume
Fibonacci.
They were supposed to win last week, so this week's probably a loss. We're all on the Broncos. We're all on the Doys. We're all on the Dolphins.
We're not on the Doys. We're on the Panthers.
Sorry, the Panthers. Yeah, sorry. We're all on the Fins, and we're all on the Sharks.
Yeah, you'd say so. And by the way, you know how last week you were saying how Ben was right that the Eels would get a win?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the start of last week's episode, Ben then said, oh, by the way, hot tip this week, do not tip them because you get in and you get out. He was right again.
That's right. Did he not? Did he tip them? Let me check. Hang on.
I don't know if he tipped him against. I know he ended up tipping the Eels, but he told us not to tip them. Should listen to him.
Where is he? I can't even fucking see him. Yeah, he did. Yeah, you got to get in and get out. Yeah. All right, Thummy.
I could have a thumb.
What's a two-person thumbnail to do? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
maybe just
I can see Angela Collins. I can see the one.
Oh, you see her? Yeah, she's the one, baby. I'll get her eventually. Let's see. I might just do something just relatively clickbaity.
Yeah, what do you think? I do this too much.
Yeah, this is your go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might just go.
What's Anzac? Should I do a salute for Anzac Day?
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. We should both salute. Yeah. I'm wearing this shirt, by the way. This is the closest thing I have to like poppies.
Roses.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Jacksonville Jaguars shirt. All right, that's probably in poor taste. Do you want to take us out, or should I take us out?
It's probably we mean it in good faith. I'll take us out. I never take us out.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another episode of Just the Tip. My name is Matt. I have been Matt. He is Mike. He has been Mike. Ben is not Ben, and never has been. His name is Craig.
Fit. You know, he's definitely on like a fucking. He's down the Tam Quat, or he's on a date with his coworker after work, for sure.
Yeah,
he's not.
Yeah,
he's definitely not sick.
Yeah, his name is not Ben. It's actually Craig. He's asked us to use a fake name from this entire time because he's so paranoid about his own privacy. His name is Craig Stevenson, and he actually doesn't live in Vietnam. He lives in Bali.
Yeah. to expose him a little more, tune in next week, and we'll get him. We'll get him for you guys.
Yeah, we'll get him. All right. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
We love you.
Love you too. Bye. I feel like I need a fidget spinner or something. I got this. I've been
Oh,
fucking pumping this. I feel like it keeps the blood flowing through my brain. Use your brain. And
are you okay?
I'm all over the place a little bit.